Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tower of God New World. In today's video, we will be organizing a brand new updated tier list, and we're going to add the brand new SSR character, Red Mask Hua. So that's pretty much what we're going to add in this tier list. And I feel like the characters in their own respective tier, they still remain the same. If you guys are wondering why Meliodas is in S tier, like I said, if you don't have Meliodas at max rainbow stars, he is like a decent S tier unit, but once you max him out, he reaches that S plus tier because he is absolutely busted with max rainbow stars. But since you can't get any more copies on him, that's why I just put him in S tier, just to be fair for the people who don't even have him. So let's go ahead and talk about this updated tier list. But before I get started on the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, I have a Discord server, so if you guys are interested in joining, I'll post a server link in the comment section down below that you guys can join up. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead, hop right into the video. All right, so when we look at the new character Red Mask Hua, she is a really versatile unit overall. She is a really good unit in terms of crowd control. When it comes to being able to deal damage against a single target enemy, she can do some pretty good damage due to the fact that she has attack speed and she also has silence. So what makes her really good is the fact that when she casts her special move, she basically gets like a guaranteed basic attack, which allows her to build up that immersion stack. And once she reaches 10 immersion stacks, she'll be able to reach like 80 attack speed, and she'll just infinitely silence the enemy for as long as possible until the immersion tier resets to 0. So she is a really good unit overall. So this is a no-brainer. She obviously belongs in that S tier spot. Now, the reason why she belongs in that S tier spot is because she basically enhances Vicente's performance. Because when we look at her passive, she has physical pierce. She has like 16% additional physical pierce. So it's not a major, broken boost, but at least it's something. So she's able to increase Vicente's physical pierce, which allows Vicente to do even more damage, and it basically increases Vicente's chance to one-shot the enemy when he does that teleportation attack. So when you pair up Red Mask Hua with Vicente plus Support Hua, these three characters together are absolutely insane because Support Hua, I explained this a lot, but what Support Hua does is she's going to inflict the mark on the enemy, and Vicente is going to one-shot that enemy with the mark, and if he defeats that enemy, your whole team is going to gain 400 energy. This is going to help Red Mask Hua get her ultimate so that she can get guaranteed basic attacks. So these three units together, Support Hua with Red Mask Hua and Vicente, these three work perfectly together, especially the fact that they're all three red element units. So these three together absolutely busted, especially when you pair them up with Flight Uric Mazino and Escanord. The whole team comp is just absolutely busted. And what makes Red Mask Hua such a good unit is the fact that she is a universal unit. You can use her in any team comp that includes physical damage type characters, for example Joaquin. You can use so many units with Red Mask Hua due to the fact that she can silence enemies, she can provoke, and on top of that, she can do insane crazy basic attacks. So really good unit overall, especially paired up with Vicente and Support Hua. Really nice. Her survivability is honestly pretty good. If you put Bergamot set on her, I feel like Bergamot set will really increase her survivability due to the fact that you're giving her all of that life steal, and when you synergize that life steal with her basic attack speed, she's just going to continuously steal HP from the enemy. So life steal with Red Mask Hua is absolutely busted because of that attack speed, and she's just continuously stealing HP from the enemy. So overall, really strong unit. She's really nice. And if you guys are using a Vicente and if you're using Support Hua, I 100% recommend you guys to go for Red Mask Hua because she is a really good crowd control unit. She's like a really good sub DPS unit to have for Red Element. And I feel like Red Element, they were really lacking a sub DPS unit because honestly, the main thing that Red Element was missing was a tank unit, but we were also missing a sub DPS unit, and Red Mask Hua really fits in that role perfectly because she's able to silence, provoke, do crazy basic attack damage, and on top of that, she's able to do so many things with her little boomerang attack where she takes her staff and she just constantly throws it back and forth in the battlefield. That attack is crazy and it can do some pretty good damage overall. So overall, Red Masqua, nice unit, and yeah, definitely recommend you guys to go for her. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch on over to the red element tier list, and I'll be right back. All right, so taking a look at the red element tier list, these are pretty much the characters I put in so far. The only character missing is, of course, Red Masqua. So I think this is a pretty accurate red element tier list. We have Vio in S plus tier because he is like the best damage dealing unit for red element. We have support Hua, Vicente, Gia, and Evankel in S tier. And the reason why Evankel is in S tier is because Evankel, she can do really good damage, but the thing is her survivability is really bad with low copies, and her survivability is way worse than not Vicente but Vile, so she belongs in that S tier. And then when we look at A tier, we have Michael, Arc Raptor, and Ron May, and for the remaining red element characters, that's their own respective tier. So when I look at this tier list, it's pretty obvious that Red Masqua belongs in that S tier, and the reason why is because she is a crowd control unit and she's also an enabler. She can enable multiple physical DPS units like Vicente to do some pretty good damage because of that additional physical pierce, and she can also silence enemy targets. I already explained that part. She's just a really good versatile unit for red element. Really nice sub DPS unit. You can pretty much pair her with any DPS red element unit and you can do some pretty insane damage with everyone. Like everyone can just do really well with Red Masqua because she has provocation, silence. She's just an amazing versatile unit overall. So this is pretty much red element tier list, and I feel like this is actually pretty accurate. Now if you guys disagree, please feel free to put it down in the comment section down below and share your thoughts and opinions, but this seems pretty accurate so far. I feel like Red Masqua, she is a really nice character overall. Really good unit to pick up. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have for you guys for the updated tier list. Like I said, share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below, and I'll be ending the video at that. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.